Hi, I'm Simon, welcome back to Unplugged Auto. I'm doing an update on my Dax. I've been doing a lot of braking miles in it and stuff. Me and Mick have been out for riding it. It's done at least, I'd say a couple hundred miles, 2-3 hours at least. Trying to avoid full throttle, breaking the motor in. Now it's due an oil change and a few things, but I've got a few bits because we're going to be riding this out for Motorfest and I'm going to be riding it the whole day there around Cov. They close off the roads and have a big ride out and everything else, and all the guys ride from Coombe Abbey. I did it last year with about another 1,000 bikes, and it's great fun. They all block off the roads and they get to parade and you get a lap of the track. Basically what they do is they close off the Coventry City ring road and they do time trials and race on it. It's great fun. I'm going to do an oil change. I've got a few other bits that I'm just going to change. My Dax got a new chain. Just thought I'd do a little bit of update video. So I'll show you through what we've got and then we'll crack on with it. Right, I've got my box of bits. That's the temperature dipstick. So basically that replaces the dipstick that's in it and it sits in the oil. And then obviously reads the oil temperature, which is actually quite a good little bit of kit, direct from China.
Looks fairly accurate as well, sitting around about 20 degrees there, and that's roughly what we've got at the moment.
So, and it's gold coloured to match all the rest of my gold bits. Oh yeah, gold bits.
Gold.
I love gold. Gold something. Basically this is magnetic. These bikes don't have an oil filter in. So I recommend changing the oil as often as possible. I mean, the oil isn't that expensive anyway, and it didn't take a whole great deal of oil. So when we change the oil, we're going to be fitting a new something there. I've got a runner to go across the chain, because on my swing arm, if you look over here, it's missing. There's no actual rubber, like a piece of like a nylon or whatever they call it to stop the chain from moving away, and it's actually been catching a couple of times. Got a new chain. You say, oh, well, you've already fitted a new chain. I did fit a new chain, but I changed the gearing on the front sprocket to a bigger gearing and I ran out of chain, so I put 2 sets of links in, which I'm not a fan of doing. So I'm going to keep that chain as a spare. Might put that on the trike or something. So that one is going to come off. We're going to put this new chain on. Some good quality oil. I think we discussed oil, one of the thingy. I mean, if you're not familiar with this bike, go back into our channel. We did a full, like an hour-long presentation of us changing this engine from a 50cc to a 140. So you can go back, have a look at that. I did discuss oil in that video, and what I'm saying is that with these bikes, the best thing to do is keep changing oil. I mean, if you're going to thrash on them and everything else, then change the oil as often as possible. Make sure you use motorcycle graded oil. Don't use car oil, even if it's the same weights and the same everything else. What it'll have in it, it'll have friction modifiers and all other stuff that's really bad for wet clutches. I mean, if you've got a scooter and it's automatic and it's rev and go and it's got like a CVT automatic clutch, the clutch is dry, so you could use any oil you want. The correct grade's fine and something like that. I'm not saying it, it's not gospel that you have to use, motorcycle oil in every single thing with 2 wheels, because some of them don't need it. But as for something like this, a bottle of oil like this is 22 quid. And I mean, that's like the top brand, top shelf, the bollocks stuff. So, and I mean, if you're changing the oil, you might as well just put the best stuff in you get. I mean, you're not buying 5 litres of it, you're only buying a litre of it. If you're buying a big can of it and it was, 80 quid, I can justify not spending that much money and wanting to skimp for a cheaper brand of oil. But no, that's what we've got there. This might divide opinions, what's in this bag. It's neon green fuel hose. Silicone. You're not having it, Seth. Come back. Seth!
Oh, that is perfect. I need to get some of that.
You're not having it?
I'm not having yours, don't worry.
Do you know why I've got it? Why have I got silicone green hose?
Because you're a silly...
No, I'm not. I got it for an absolute perfectly good reason. What hasn't the Dax got on it?
Fuel filter.
No, it has got a fuel filter. It's got one built into the tap.
I haven't. Mine doesn't have a tap.
It hasn't got a tap. Right. It hasn't got a fuel gauge.
Okay.
I'll know when it's low on fuel or running out of fuel because there'll be no fuel in the line because it's opaque. I can see through it. Where before my hose on the thing is black. It's actually opaque, so
you can just about see it in the
you'll
line.
be able to see through it. So it's actually, I'll be able to tell if there's fuel in the line. So if I'm riding along and it suddenly dies or bogs down, I go, oh, I've got no fuel. I can quickly just turn the tap on to reserve. Don't have to fully stop in a dangerous position. I mean, I've been on this, we're bamming down the bypass and then suddenly it goes, and you're like, oh, I've blown it up. but you haven't. What you have to do is run out of fuel because you're a knobhead and you haven't put enough fuel in it. So, so I'll be able to tell if it starts spluttering and coughing. I can literally just look down, see if the fuel hose has got fuel in it. If not, I can just turn it straight over. So we're going to be putting some hose on. We'll start dropping the oil.
So you've got a highly unprofessional cameraman here doing shit.
Can you go underneath this one to go underneath there?
Oh, like that or like that? Like that?
No. That one, stand it up.
Okay,
so
but that's not what I got told. Yeah. So I'm just dropping the oil right now. You see, hasn't done many hours that, but it's quite dark, see? Probably done 2 hours, maybe a couple 100 mile. And like I said, these bikes don't actually have an oil filter in, so having a nut with a magnetic pickup on it really helps pick up all the debris and, you know, from inside the engine basically. So we're going to let that drain. I mean, we're doing the first easy job, which is changing my dipstick. So, when I bought these dipsticks, they were from China, and I bought one for my dad's bike as well at the same time. Yeah, you see it actually goes up, look.
Excellent.
Quite accurate actually. I just need to tighten up because it's crap. That goes in there. And now I've got a temperature gauge from the oil, which is kind of cool. Goes in the spare parts bin. So we'll just leave the oil dripping. I'm going to change one of these fuel lines now. We're just going to change this fuel line now.
Everyone, you just have to excuse. We do have other people working in the workshop with us today.
I'm just going to take a section of that hose. That's the ones that got up and over the carb. I'll chop that.
Oh, you've got quite a lot of hose there, sir.
Yeah, I've got loads of hose. I've got hose in different area codes.
Yeah? You stop spreading your hose around.
You see what I mean about that being opaque?
That's nice.
That's a lot better hose, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm going to put the section, because it's like starting to dry crack there a little bit. I'm going to do the section from the reserve tank as well. Hang on. Shut up!
I'm whispering already.
Right, so I'm going to change this section from here as well. I'm going to be brave because this has got fuel in it.
Make sure it's in that position. Hopefully it'll create a vacuum.
Hopefully, but if not, it's going to go pissing everywhere.
Well, I'll get my finger ready. That sounded wrong.
Yeah,
But I'll get my finger
I tell you
ready.
what we'll do, we'll pre-cut a section of it.
That's a good idea. And just work your way down.
Oh yeah, so
That's what she said.
about there. That's going to look a lot better, isn't it?
It's going to look the DBs.
You can get a different colour hose for you.
I want that colour for mine.
I think there might be enough left over stuff.
Nah.
The only section I'm going to do that section up there as well.
To do mine, I've got to take the fuel tank out.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, you do, don't you?
Yeah, because I've got no tap. Got no tap. You're saying that's such a whingy voice. Got
Yeah.
no tap.
I want to be having it large.
Having it large.
This being a bit stubborn, so I'll put a cut down it. Right, if I... No,
Pull that off and I'll stick my finger over it and then until you're ready. Okay, the vacuum didn't do a very good job, did it? That's a good idea. Use gravity to hold yourself. And...
Go
ready?
there.
Go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is teamwork.
That's pretty cool, that hose.
That looks pretty damn good.
I like, actually, I thought it was like, it does look the bollocks though.
It does look.
Right, I want to change this section, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the clever thing, and what I should have done in the first place is I'm going to clamp that hose.
What, that? You're going to clamp the hose instead of letting me use my finger?
No, because I was trying to get you involved, teamwork and all that.
Oh, teamwork. Yes, that thing we were talking about. I'm just going to come in and over your shoulder.
Remember all the fisting that went on in the last video?
Yeah. Lots of fistage.
Oh, look at that, look. I'm probably just going to have enough, look, in one section of it.
Nice.
So, like I said, the hose is opaque. Right, so you can just about see through it.
I'd say it was more semi-translucent because you can see through it more there.
So if I take that off, and you see the look, you can actually see the fuel in it.
We have a bubble.
I wish when I'd done because when I got it, I serviced it straight away when I first got it, and I changed the main fuel hoses to the tank because, you know, believe it or not, it's covered in dust and stuff. But when I got it, it'd been sat a long time, and they were the original fuel hoses that had been in it since, I don't know, 2007. And they were a little bit dry, cracked and everything, just like that one that we showed you on the side here. So I changed the one, pulled the fuel tank out of the bike and changed the whole fuel hoses in it because I just like things to be right. So,
especially things that could be flammable.
Yeah, that looks loads better, doesn't it?
It does look good.
Quite like that. Might need to just like push that away so it doesn't chafe up there. But look, you can actually see the air, the bubbles in it. Look, can you see that?
Yeah, I think you can see it on the camera. Hang on, I'll just have a.
You can actually see. So now I can tell when it's actually low on fuel or anything else. I mean, if we turn the tap on, was it going to come gushing out the gap?
No, nothing's happening. It's because it's got no vacuum.
No, it's in there. Look.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Yeah, that's that. Cool. Cool beans. Right, now that it's been the whole time we've been doing that, it's been draining. So let's get our new sump net. Do you want to touch some of my hose? There you go. I'll let you have that.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Don't say I don't give you anything. This is the new sump net, and it comes with a rubber seal and a copper seal, and I don't know why. So you do both? Yeah, you do both. You watch this don't fit.
Don't say that.
No, it fits perfectly.
That's more like it.
So I've got a magnetic nut now as well, which is now a different size. That goes in the spares box.
Oh, there goes the spares box with my camera.
And some more spares.
More spares, and we just. Oh, very good. You remembered to cover the address up.
Yeah, I did. Unless people want to send me stuff for free, then I'll give you an address. Oh, do you know what's happened?
What's happened?
Major fails happened. It's cracked.
Oh no!
I don't know how we did that.
Do you know what it? Oh no, exactly. Yeah, you've done it. You've leant on the kickstart, and you probably cracked it when it's gone over the top of it.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, what? So that's going in the bin. Let's put the old one back in then. I'll order a new one.
And this is why we put things in the spares box.
How did we crack that? We'll have to go back through the footage and see when you broke it.
See when I broke it.
When you broke it.
Oh, right, okay.
Obviously, if I'd have broke it, I'd have known that I'd broken it.
Yeah, you probably would have done, Simon. Yeah, you definitely would have done.
You actually see it when you go through the editing video and you go, "I'm so sorry, Simon, I broke your temperature gauge." So, I can't remember how many.
Are you getting high off the petrol fumes now?
I am absolutely floating. I'm euphoric. Is that what they call it?
I think so.
I'm pretty happy about it. Even though, like, oh, I just broke something.
Yeah.
Well, no, Steph just broke something, sorry.
Yeah, I thought you were just going to say correct yourself there, you know.
What? Mind blown. 1040. Nanotech. What colour's the oil? Only blue? Oil's blue.
Blue oil?
Yeah.
Ah,
And I was like, is that two-stroke? No, it says, look, clearly, look, 4-stroke oil, and it's blue. And I was like, I picked up 2-stroke by mistake, but okay. Let's do a comparison. Will blue oil be better than gold oil? Well, what's it called? Nanotech 4. Nanotech 1040 in blue.
So,
That is some freaky looking oil, isn't it? I mean, I work in the automotive trade and I don't see blue oil. Oh, well, you see that green snot they put in Ecotech boosters?
that won't be blue for very long.
I'm blue, da ba dee da ba da.
No, I was thinking that.
Is that copyright?
I feel 65. We've mentioned them, so I'm sure we're going to be okay now.
It was alright when it came out.
It was good when it came out.
How much oil did I put in?
No, some of it.
Some
Some of it's on the side now.
I'm actually blown away that that's blue. Actually, full on didn't even know it was blue.
It's blew you away, has it?
It blew me away.
Yeah.
I was actually when I ordered it, I just went, oh yeah, I'll get butylene, I'll get some good oil. And I didn't think it was like any difference for like, I'm gonna have to read the buff on the back of the box now, ain't I?
Yep. Do not use in
4-stroke engines.
yeah, even if it's 4-stroke.
Even at 4-stroke, probably fork oil. Like 4-stroke fork oil.
Oh, yes, you're leaking petrol again.
Oh, what? Really? I thought you said we'd fixed it.
I thought you said we fixed it.
Right.
But it wasn't leaking until you stood it up.
It might just be coming out of the frame because it's obviously found a well. I think it's just coming out of the well, like, you know, because it's like, I think it was like inside like the frame or, it's not dripping now. Oh, there it goes again. The oil's lovely on the end of the dipstick. Look at that.
That blue stuff.
The blue, that's weird that is, isn't it? Look at it there on the ramp lot. It's blue. It's made from crushed up Smurfs. That's what the nanotech stands for. Genetically engineered Smurf oil. Remember I said don't have anything with any additives in it. It's got additives in it. I'm going to blow this down so I know there's no more fuel leaking out. So right, we've got 100% blown that down now, so if we see any slight fuel leaks, we'll be able to sort them out. What we've got next, chain, and the chain guide, which we're going to put on. Obviously that's the old scrap oil. I mean, there's quite a bit of shimmer in it. I don't know if you can pick that up in the lighting, but there is actually, looks like a lot of metal shimmer in it. But it was in breaking in, so I'm expecting a little bit of shimmer in it. That's why you obviously do 2 hours, or you know, a couple 100 mile, and then break it out. Can you see the shimmer in it? You can
Just about.
You can see my gorgeous face in it.
No, I can see the shimmer.
So right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fit a new chain. This is a new chain, but what happened was when I changed the gearing, I went up to an 18-2 front sprocket. The chain was too short, so I used a section of chain I had and then put 2 links in it just to get me by. It's less than ideal, so what I did was I went and ordered another chain. We'll probably throw this chain on the 70 ATC 70 project, so it's a good quality chain, DID chain, 420 gauge. This will come with a link. This was actually listed for a KX60, so I'm hoping, I think the last one I ordered, this was 90 links, and this is 112. That's what it's got there written on there, 112 links. So hopefully I should have enough chain here. So right, that's that out, straight off. Like I say, that chain has only been on for 2 rides, so it's as good as new. Quick clean, it'll go on the ATC. I'm going to have plenty of chain now, so now I'm going to have to chop a section of some of the, have to cut it down, but I want it exactly this size, so idiots amongst ourselves, idiot amongst men, would say that if I cut it, lay it out, and then measure the ends, where do I want it? I want it there is where I want to chop it, so I'll mark that with my crayons. See? All that colouring in and done as a toddler, look, it's really paling off now. Finally get to use a crayon. We're going to cut this off and then we'll come back. And there's 2 methods, either you knock the pin through or you stick a screwdriver in and pry it apart. I normally just pry it apart and it comes to bits. So. Yeah, it's split straight at half, look. Pulled the link over the top of the other pin, and you just pull that down like that, and then push the pin out. And that's it. I've got a brand new link in a bag, and I don't want to break this. I'm going to use one of the other links, because we've got 2 in that chain anyway. So this I'm going to put in with the toolkit in the back, so if you're out and we're riding them around, we've got a spare link. So if the chain breaks or the thing, we've got a chance of getting home. So we'll put that in with the toolkit, and I'll use one of the 2 extra links because there was 2 links in this other chain. I already had 1 there and then 1 there, so I'll use that link. I'll keep that chain for the ATC. And I normally, when fitting the split link, put it on the rear sprocket, so it's on like that, and then put the link through the back, so you're not like wrestling with the chain. So that's that on there. covered this before in a previous video. If you go back and watch when we fitted the 140cc in this, always face your link the rotation way round. So if you put it on that way, the chain's going that way, you catch like on a bit of grass or dirt, or you know, or you happen a bit of debris like a stone, it'll just click that link straight out and it'll fall out. So put it the way of the rotation of the chain, and then pop that straight on. Just make sure it's set correctly inside the little slots, and then we're good to go. So we'll see now. We've definitely got no fuel leak. So I'll turn the fuel tap on. We'll fire this up and just run it up and down. Go for a quick blast up and down the estate on it. Make sure it's all fine, and then we're all done on this one. Like I said, it was just an update video and a few bits and pieces. It wants a really good clean, this bike, and I'll probably go out and put some soft miles on it over the bank holiday. Just breaking it in, you know, open it up a bit more now, put some fresh oil and stuff in it. We'll keep you updated. Like I said, we're going to be doing a couple of ride outs. We're going to be riding out for Motorfest, and we're going to be doing a trip to Snowdonia. We're going to be doing about 500 mile in the weekend. We'll go all the way through Snowdonia, all through all the parts of Wales with massive hills and everything. So we'll try to get as much as that caught on camera for you, so you get to enjoy a bit of the Welsh scenery. And last time we went, it rained for 2 days and we just got soaked. But we still had a great laugh. I mean, riding these things in torrential rain is not ideal, but we still enjoyed it. So we'll go for a quick blast on it. Right, been out on a little ride on it. The thing's absolutely ripping. I mean, I have seen, you know, quite a lot of the speedo on it. It absolutely flies, mate. Hauls. I mean, I know for full whack it will do easily over 70 mile an hour. Easily, like just on a closed road, I've definitely done over 70 mile an hour on it, and it does fly. I'm absolutely happy. I'm chuffed the bits of the bike, how it's performing, everything else. Like I said, we're going to do a few soft miles more on it, just thingy to help break it in a bit more. Not like I've been, now it's ready to be, you know, opened up, you know, start using a bit more of it. I'm really happy with it. I'll keep you updated on this, and then obviously my dad's cafe, which is almost done as well, so that's going to be out soon. Like the channel, subscribe to us. Obviously we'll keep you updated. We're doing more, you know, monkey and Daxy stuff, but there is other stuff project. We've got the ATC as well. I've got a couple of ideas about car projects and stuff that I might put up on the channel, so just, you know, watch your space. Ciao for now.
If you enjoyed this video, then smash the like and subscribe buttons for more.